Hi everyone, it's great to be here. Thank you for joining me today. So I'm going to talk with you about Metagame Swap. And what we've developed here is really two things. We have a DEX aggregator. Maybe you're familiar with 1inch, so we have a version of that in 2D and also in 3D that I'll talk about a little bit more. And we also have a Metaverse showroom and a plugin into Metaverse environment for our DEX aggregator. So why Metagame Swap? Really for end users, it's really two things. It's the DEX aggregator, so it gives users a chance to use another DEX aggregator option. And also within different metagame environments, then they can seamlessly interact with a 3D DEX aggregator in different games. So what we're doing is we're creating B2B partnerships with gaming platforms. So our value proposition for B2B is really with a few simple lines of code that game developers and other Metaverse games can add in our DEX aggregator in 3D into their games so their end users can interact with a DEX aggregator function. And we're doing that with the Unity SDK and Unreal SDK. So for the founders, well, I'm Bruce Kurtz. My background in blockchain involves, I've worked as an agency partner with KuCoin for the last 4 years, traveled to their HQ several times with Huobi Global, Binance. My business partner and co-founder Manindra has extensive blockchain experience working as a founder with Tokenizer, BlockX, and other projects. And we are in negotiations with a CTO/COO that will be joining the team soon. Also in the last week, we developed a partnership with a development studio that's taking our alpha MVP and making a beta version. So we do have a working MVP in the alpha stage, and our beta version will be ready in about 2 or 3 weeks. So to summarize, Metagame Swap is a DEX aggregator, both in 2D and 3D. Our value proposition is the plugin, the seamless plugin into 3D Metaverse environments. We're looking for gaming partners for the B2B side and also for investors. Between our seed and private round, we're looking to raise $1 million. And we are in active discussions with a few VCs, but quite frankly, they're also waiting to see our beta version, which will be completed in several weeks. So that's our pitch. So we're open for any questions, and we're thankful to be here with you.
So there's 2 minutes left. So questions from the judges?
Quick question for me. I'm just wondering, what is the key differentiation between Metagame Swap and 1inch?
Well, 1inch is a 2D aggregator. So on our aggregator side, there really isn't a lot of difference. Right. Our value proposition is what we've built into the 3D environment, and with our simple code and how it plugs into other Metaverse games for the B2B market.
Right. Okay. Are you planning any additional incentives to, sort of bootstrap the early adoption of people using Metagame Swap?
Yeah, as part of our, that's a good question. The question that people couldn't hear was how we're going to build adoption with some bootstrap ideas. So we have a marketing plan, and also involving how we'll use our token in that, with token incentives and rewards. For example, one of the ways that there's a value proposition for our token is that the more tokens that a user holds, then the more discount they can get on their swaps within the DEX aggregator function. A good question. Thank you for asking.
I'd like to ask the stage of partnerships. You said you had a few. How far along are they in discussion, and what's stopping those partners from doing this themselves?
Sure. Well, the question that was asked about the stage of the partnerships and what are the barriers, what's stopping them. Well, we recently completed our alpha version, and then as well as completing our alpha version, then we made a partnership to develop the beta version, which will be developed in a few weeks. So the short answer to your question is, what's stopping us finalizing some B2B partnerships with the gaming companies is they're waiting to see the full version of the beta version, which will be ready in about 3 weeks.
What's the incentive for gaming studios to partner with you guys?
Good question. So as far as the incentive of why game studios will partner with us, it's really two things. One, with our value proposition that it's very easy from a game development standpoint for them to plug in our platform into theirs. And also two, when we look at the competitor market, there isn't quite the same type of company as us in terms of the features and functionality of a 3D DEX aggregator that can plug into another metagame environment, really for a low initial cost.
Yeah, so I get that it's easy to do,
Yes.
and that there's no other major competitors kind of doing it your way. But I guess my question is like, why would a game studio be incentivized? Like, why would they want to integrate a DEX aggregator?
Okay. So why would they want to do it? Well, for the end user base, right? Users in a metagame environment, they're hopefully they want to stay in that metagame environment for a while and do different things. So the one thing is adding in a value proposition for the game that they can swap tokens and stay in the environment instead of going outside of it. That's one thing. Also, integrating into the existing game, the own game's token or their NFTs into the swap function. We would obviously do that too. So it creates extra stickiness within the game.
How big of an investment opportunity this is? Like, how big can this business get?
The walkthrough of the investment opportunity.
We're gonna invest $1 million. What is the market size? How much revenue do you think you're gonna make?
Sure. Okay. Well, the question of the market size and the potential return on investment. Well, we didn't include a slide here on the overall gaming marketplace because we figured there are a lot of metagame companies here that will be showing a slide like that. In our estimation, because the metagame market is growing, and will continue to grow as a trend. From that standpoint, it's big enough that our value proposition in capturing even a small market share is enough in terms of the ROI for the investor.
Can you talk to a bit in terms of the revenue fee model?
Yes, we have details on the revenue fee model. So from the DEX aggregator function itself, we do a small percentage markup. So we get some small incremental income from that. For any of the gaming partnerships we develop from a B2B standpoint, then for each of those individual games, for example, if you're the game developer and you run your own Metaverse game, you integrate Metagame Swap into your game.
Time's
then
up.
Every user that does the swap, we will share a percentage of the fee income with you.